Today, we are visiting family in Athens, Georgia, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. It also happens to be homecoming, where the Dawgs play Kentucky.
We are right up there.
All right, we're over Athens. We are starting the track inbound for the G.
Starting our G.
6,000.
Go Dogs.
AJ couldn't help himself. We traced out a Georgia G on FlightAware over Athens. Go Dogs.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Ready.
Here we go. Stewart ground Aztec 2441 Mike is at Stewart Jet Center looking to depart VFR to the north with information, Mike.
2441 Mike, Stewart ground, roger, runway 12, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 12, taxi via Alpha, 4 Mike. Okay, another trip.
It's been so long since I've gotten to fly with you. Almost 3 months.
No, it hasn't.
It was July when we went to Oshkosh. And it's October.
I'm pretty sure that was August.
No. It was in July, and then I think we came back on the 1st of August.
It was August.
I don't like taking off behind jets.
Why? Oh, because it makes turbulence?
Yeah.
What is turbulence? Something like bumpy stuff in the air.
They have wingtip vortices that come off the ends and they can flip your plane over. If your plane flips over, you're going to have a bad time. Stewart Tower, Aztec 2441 Mike, holding short runway 12 with departing traffic in sight.
Aztec forward Mike, Stewart Tower, runway 12, clear for takeoff, turn left on course, caution turbulence, departing citation, additional traffic's on right base, landing runway 7.
Traffic in sight, cleared for takeoff, runway 12, left on course. Forward Mike.
Aztec forward Mike, cancel your takeoff clearance, hold in position.
Forward Mike, holding in position.
They said that just in time. I don't see anyone.
The plane landing, or low flying right behind us.
Aztec forward Mike, runway 12, cleared for takeoff, turn left on course.
Runway 12, cleared for takeoff, left on course. Forward Mike.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Love you guys very much. Gauges in the green. Airspeed of 5 times 3. 5.
35 Tango Papa, start your base, runway 12, clear, touch and go.
Start base, runway 12, clear for control.
Tap the bearings. Gear up.
Aztec 41 Mike, frequency change approved.
Forward Mike, frequency change approved, thank you. Palm Beach approach, Aztec 2441 Mike with request.
Aztec 2441 Mike, Palm Beach approach, a request.
Aztec 2441 Mike, we're a PA-27 Aztec, currently 7 miles to the northwest of Stewart, requesting flight following to Athens, Alpha Hotel November at 6,500.
Aztec 41 Mike, squawk 2143, Vero Beach, altimeter 2995.
2143, 2995, 41 Mike.
Aztec 41 Mike, radar contact 10 miles north of the Stewart Airport. Aztec 41 Mike, contact Miami Center 132.25.
Miami Center 13225, 41 Mike. Miami Center, Aztec 2441 Mike at 6,000, climbing 8,500.
2441 Mike, Miami Center, Roger, Vero Beach, altimeter 2995.
2995, 41 Mike.
Just like someone took a chunk out of it, didn't it?
Yeah. It's like cotton candy. What happens if you rip off a piece of cotton candy?
The karate chop. Someone came and karate chopped it right in the middle. We're on
This airport right here on the beach, you'll be able to see in a minute. Out your side, Shelby. That big airport is going to be Patrick Air Force Base.
November 2441 Mike, contact dates on approach 118.85.
118.85 for 1 Mike. On approach, Aztec 2441 Mike at 8,500.
Aztec 2441 Mike, Dayton approach, altimeter 2995, advised part altitude changes.
2995 will advise for 1 Mike. Wonder why this headset stinks like old bell pepper.
Hi.
I was trying to slip past it, and it said just rub the bell pepper all over the microphone.
Ooh, it's so tasty.
There's worse things.
I've learned to eat in the plane ever since the Bermuda Triangle flight. Just shove it into my mouth.
1 hour and 54 minutes.
Until we descend, Shelby.
I know, then it takes like 10 or 15 more.
We gotta take about 15 minutes to fly a Big G this time. So this weekend is the Georgia-Kentucky homecoming game. Georgia's 6-0, Kentucky is 6-0. This is going to be a massive game in Athens. So we are flying into Athens tonight, and to support the team, I'm going to fly a massive 15-mile wide Georgia G over the top of Athens, just to let them know that we're cheering for them. So go Dogs.
Go Dogs. Very similar to what we did last year.
Yep, right.
We were
right before on the day of the Florida game, we flew Big G over the top of Gainesville.
It was on the way up to the mountains in Blue Ridge. It was not much out of our way, so we flew over Gainesville. We didn't have the cameras all hooked up for that flight because there was a tropical storm coming and we were trying to get ahead of it so we could go to the mountains, but we got a little chunk on Flight Aware, the little G. You could see it being drawn out, so hopefully today's G will look as good as it did last year.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Because you did a really good job last year of actually clearly making like the...
We're going to do it. We're going to fly that G. We'll tag the old video here if you want to see it.
Here, I don't know where on the screen. We'll see. Pick a
It should be this corner.
Are you going to be in Flagler?
What if I want to do it over here? Or a
Can you put it on any corner you want or just on the left?
Be like SpongeBob, you know how he does.
Imagination.
Imagination.
Anyway, we're flying out to Georgia, and we are going to Athens, where the University of Georgia is, and my family is at the moment, and visit family, and AJ could do his Georgia G. Tomorrow, we are flying to Woodstock to meet AJ's family, and then driving to LJ for the Apple Festival. I think it's North Georgia Apple Festival is what it's called. We're not planning on going to a longer mountain trip this year, but we thought we would at least sneak in some apples and maybe 1 or 2 changed leaves. I doubt it's
It has hills.
colorful.
It has hills and probably a little bit of leaf changing.
Maybe. It's
the early season trees.
Still North Georgia, so be mostly green.
Dad, can I show you some of both of my prizes that I got today? So this one, I cashed in tickets for this.
Nice. That's pretty sweet. I like that.
Number 262 Delta, roger, descend and maintain.
Want to know my prize?
You want to use it for your
4,500 VFR, 62 Delta.
notebook here?
I'm good.
Want to know my prize for doing good in school? A whole bunch of nothing.
Well, you're in middle school. St. Augustine is right ahead. You remember going there?
Yeah.
At Christmas time to see the Christmas lights?
Yeah.
Turn left heading 080.
What?
What now?
Why is there a bug way up here?
Oh, I thought something was wrong.
There's nothing wrong. I'm at 6,500 feet and the bug splattered on the windshield right in front of the camera.
It's nice and juicy too.
What kind of bug is up at 6,000 feet? How crazy would it be if we went through like a pack of locusts? Have you seen those swarm? And you'd be flying along and then all of a sudden just 100 locusts splattered all over your windshield. You got no way to clean them off.
I know, but don't you have a pilo tube somewhere? Do you have one on the pilo tube?
Pilo tube.
Isn't that what got clogged that one time?
Oh, pedo?
Peto tube?
Yeah.
Do we have one of those on this
Yeah, we
one?
got one of those.
Isn't that essential?
Yeah. But we got other sensors and things now though, so.
230, Pelican 89.
One little bug and one little tube.
November 00,
a long time ago.
200.
Yep. Things were different then.
Right, heading 200.
We're not flying that plane. So what she's referencing is right after I got my pilot's license, Jack was, what, 1?
If that.
Maybe less than 1? Well, at that point we were part of the Augusta Flying Club, which had two old Cessnas. I believe it was a Cessna 172M. Might have been an N model, plane I learned to fly in and took my first private test in. That plane had no fancy avionics. It just had steam gauges, and I did my private and instrument in an all-steam gauge plane. But we went to St. Simon's right after we got married, so we tried to go back to St. Simon's every year, and we did for the first 10 years that we were married. Nevertheless, our anniversary came along, and we took a flight from Augusta to St. Simon's with Jack in the back in a baby seat, and Kelly up front, and
I was in the back. I was always riding in the back.
You sure?
I've got pictures to prove it.
Okay. All right.
Very little pictures. That's why mainly we did this whole setup. So now we have like video of our kids in the plane.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly why.
But I've got 1 or 2 pictures.
All right, I believe her. I don't really remember, so that's fine.
I mainly did it to keep his headphones on and feed him Cheerios so his ears didn't hurt.
All right, well, sounds reasonable. So it must have just been me up front.
Nope.
We were on approach, low time pilot, just trying to get my family safely there in this old flying tool shed of a plane. I loved it, but it was didn't have the same robust feeling that this Aztec has. So anyway, on approach, coming down, and some massive June bug splattered into my pitot tube just right. We didn't know that until after we landed, but all of a sudden I lost all of my pitot gauges. They just stopped functioning, just textbook as they teach you as you're doing your private pilot training. So anyway, the critical one there was my airspeed indication. I lost my airspeed indication, and I'm, on approach, and I've never landed at this airport before. I don't really have any sense of the glide slope or the sight picture. The runway length was different than what I was used to, so it was already fairly stressful, just because I hadn't done it before and I was just taking a baby in the plane with me. And so anyway, so I lost all my airspeed. So trying our best to maintain what I think is an appropriate VFR glide slope, and when I lost that airspeed, I lost my number reference for how fast I am coming down, and I, appropriately got pretty concerned that I was going to stall or cause a problem. So anyway, as we're making the approach, I started hearing the stall horn a little bit, so that was my indication that I was getting too slow. Thank goodness that stall horn was working, but, no big deal. We got it down, we picked up the speed and tried to keep it off the stall horn. We landed fine, everything went fine. And
you did a good job.
Afterwards, Kelly asked, what was the sound and what actually happened. I said I had no idea how fast we were going because for some reason I lost all my pitot gauges. So anyway, we brought it over to the mechanic, left it, took a courtesy car, went and got lunch, and by the time we came back, they informed me at the maintenance shed that it was a June bug that had gone in and clogged up the pitot tube, and anyway, they got it out of the pitot tube, cleaned it up, reinstalled the pitot tube back on the plane, got everything working again, and when it came time to pay, they charged us nothing, which I thought was super kind of them. So when it came time to leave, we got home safely, everything working, and always been appreciative to the St. Simon's Airport because of that. So little shout out to St. Simon's.
No, but you did good. I had no idea anything was wrong until I heard those horns, and then I had an inkling that he was a little bit more focused than usual. But he kept his cool. He was a relatively very new pilot, and he did well. Yeah,
that was before my instrument rating. That was like right after I got my license.
Got it, yeah.
So, fairly competent.
Oh. But you did it.
And Brick Air 4685, traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles northbound, 6,500, PA 27.
We got a plane at our altitude.
Looking for traffic, Brick Air 4685.
Coming right at us.
Air 41
right there.
Traffic, 3 o'clock, 3 miles, turning westbound.
Coming right at us.
Is 8 Embraer, 7,000.
41 Mike traffic in sight.
Way too close for my comfort there. Look behind you, there's a plane deck. Do you see it?
Air 5207.
Look up above
the clouds.
Yeah, I do.
We're in Georgia.
Yay!
4,000.
1 hour and a half to go. A total of about 3 hours for our trip.
220.
Halfway there.
Halfway there.
Affirmative, 0. We have a...
So what exactly is that shadow? It's coming from a contrail.
Yeah, the contrail up above, the light shining on it, and that's the shadow from the contrail.
41 Mike, descend at your discretion into Athens, contact Athens Tower 126.3, good day.
Descend by discretion, Athens Tower 1263, thank you. Athens Tower, Aztec 2441 Mike at 6,300, descending 4,500. I'd like to request some maneuvering west of the field prior to inbound and landing at 4,500.
November 41 Mike, Roger, you want to fly over the stadium?
We're actually going to be flying a Georgia G over downtown Athens and Bogart before inbound to Athens.
Roger, then proceed as requested.
Proceed as requested, 41 Mike.
They're letting us do it.
All right, we're over Athens. We are starting the track inbound for the G.
Starting our G.
6,000.
Go Dawgs.
Is that the stadium over there?
We're going to go right over the stadium. Stadium's right out your window, straight down, bud.
Do you see it?
Oh my gosh! I see it!
Oh yeah, I can see the stadium. Look at it. Go Dawgs!
Glory, glory to old Georgia. It's doing it.
Okay,
Go, airplane.
here we go.
You can see all the little waypoints AJ entered into the GPS, and the plane's gonna hopefully follow the track.
I think I'm going to have to give it a little bit of love down on the undersurface, but so far so good.
I see my old dorm room.
I see my old dorm.
You in Creswell?
I was in Creswell.
I was in Sewell Hall.
That's because you were one of the lucky kids.
Spoiled. I was on the floor with all the basketball players.
Of course you were.
I looked like a little tiny person when the girls came out of their dorm rooms next to me.
What do you mean?
Basketball players are typically very tall. I mean, obviously we're Georgia fans, but we'll truly cheer for anyone playing against Alabama. Go Texas!
Go Texas A&M!
Oh, it's not wanting to stay on the line. Go Aztec, go. It's so pretty from way up here.
Athens Tower, Aztec 2441 Mike. We are currently completing the maneuvering. We're going to end right at the stadium, and we're at 4,500. I'd like to do an extended downwind, right or left if possible, for 27.
Aztec 2441 Mike, Athens Tower. After you pass it over to stadium, enter left downwind, runway 27.
Left downwind, runway 27, 41 Mike.
Aztec 41 Mike, runway 27, cleared to land.
Runway 27, clear to land, 41 Mike. Fixtures, props, 3 green, 1 in the mirror. These are not Florida winds, this ain't bad.
Aztec 41 Mike, when able 180 back taxi exit at Alpha 3.
180 back taxi off at Alpha 3, 41 Mike.
Aztec 41 Mike, if able without delay at departure and arrival.
Without delay, off at Alpha 3 in about 10 seconds, 41 Mike. 41 Mike is clear, runway 27.
1 Mike, roger, thank you, and taxi to the ramp, follow the golf cart.
Follow the golf cart to the ramp, 41 Mike.
Look at that Georgia D on that tower.
Yeah, I like the tower.
People
They're
like
probably like, hey, look at that plane was their turn for the Georgia's Bulldogs.
I know.
And our stickers.
You think they'll like our sticker?
Yes.
There's Gran and Poppy. Great Gran. All right, we're here.